horsepower with the 95 F150 with the 351 Windsor in it. Thought I'd make a quick little review on the BBK throttle body with the Can-In cold air intake. I had to get the BBK. My stock throttle body went out on me, so I just decided to get the BBK. It's a little pricey, but it's definitely worth it. A couple things to note on this one. You probably read, if you've been researching and read the reviews, you'll hear that, you know, it has a bit of a whistle. I got the 56, I believe it was, the smaller of the two options. So if you, I believe the plenum, it's a 51 millimeter. So with the 56, unless you port match these two, you do get a bit of a whistle. I don't mind, it's not that big a deal. These ports that BBK puts on here for your coolant line to run through there, they just generically put them on there, and they're not exactly the same angle as the factory ones. So you may have an issue with your EGR valve connector hitting that and not giving you enough room for your radiator hose to go through the throttle body, that EPA stuff. I'm in Oklahoma, so it didn't get too awful cold here to keep the throttle warm, so I wasn't too worried about it. So I just bypassed it. And then I did turn my EGR valve connector 90 degrees or so, just to kind of get it out of the way. As far as it performs, I did notice quite a bit of throttle response. Worked really well. And then when I added on the Can-In a couple weeks later, got a little peppier. Nothing to really write home about, but it does give a little bit more pep. In the middle band, about 2,500 to 3,500, you'll notice a definite horsepower increase. That's usually about where it comes from. You do get pretty good sucking sound coming out of the motor cabin from it. Sounds pretty aggressive. I do like it. Is it worth the $300? It's really up to you. It does make it look a lot nicer in here. Kind of cleans up some space a little bit. Install is less than an hour. One thing I will tell you, it has you mount up to your AC bracket right here. That bolt right there. You're gonna want to probably soak that down. When I went to take it off, I didn't soak it down, and I thought it was gonna bust on me, but it didn't. So if you do install that, I would let that soak for a good minute before you put that on there. But outside of that, I think it's a pretty decent setup. Now, I paid $400 for the BBK and another $300 for this, so it was $700 for all that, for maybe a net gain of 15 horsepower or so. It's just something that I always wanted to do on my old Ford truck, so I just finally decided to get it done. But if you're gonna spend the money on it, it is definitely worth it. If you have any questions, definitely drop them down in the comments below. Thanks for stopping by.